here, I'd thought we won.
As did I.
Who knew the Ashen Demon had that kind of strength? Not that I'm making excuses. You gave me power of my own, and it still wasn't close to enough.
That's not true.
Of course it is. What am I even up against here? It's like I looked away for 1 second, and suddenly I was facing someone else entirely.
That would explain what was troubling me before. That is the unique danger I sensed. Still, you can win this fight. I know you can. And I'll do whatever I can to make it so. We'll claim victory over that monster together.
You know what? You're right. I'll be strong enough one day if I just keep at it. Still, one day could be years from now at this rate. We should probably think of a backup plan. And hey, the Ashen Demon's a mercenary, right? Might be best for the Empire to toss some coin their way and put the rivalry behind us.
You want to hire that thing? Seriously? Fighting side by side with the Ashen Demon? Are you mad?
You make it sound like the worst idea in the world. We have a war to win here, remember? Gotta keep an open mind.
Ah, I understand now. You've witnessed your adversary's true strength and convinced yourself you cannot win.
What? No. I just know a valuable resource when I see one. And we're far better off with them than we are against them.
If that's really how you feel, then so be it. But trust me, you don't need to worry. You'll get stronger soon, I promise. So maybe don't go relinquishing your prey just yet. After all, I desire nothing more than to see you achieve your goals.
A glove does not defy the hand, and yet you've done just that. So this is my name, yet I am also called the Beginning. I am progenitor and mother to all who call Fodlan home.
Where am I?
I am not here to answer all you ask. Yet, I will grant the one. You stand before my throne. If you so wish, then take a seat. But know then that your flesh is mine to wield. You lack the power to resist.
My flesh? What are you saying?
You should not have interfered! I could have cut that wretch down with a stroke! Oh, that one vexes me so. When next we meet, I must step in and deal with them myself. It is quite clear that you cannot my power safely wield. Do I speak plain?
Not in the slightest. I have so many questions.
Hey, lazy bones. Get up already. You sure you're all right? You don't seem like yourself.
I'm fine. Just a strange dream.
Like the ones you used to have.
Yes, but this time we talked.
Huh?
You fool! That was no dream!
What's wrong?
Nothing. Wait, didn't you...
Do you lack wits? My voice is not for him. Whenever I speak, it is for you alone.
On second thought, I think there is something wrong. I mean, my hair's still a different color, right?
Yes, and your eyes too. How that happened is beyond me. Anyway, we lost the battle, so probably best to wave this place goodbye and find somewhere to rest up.
Is that a fact?
Actually, I think I'd feel more comfortable staying here on the battlefield a while longer. I just need to swing my sword around, get my head on straight. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
If you say so, but if it gets any worse, tell me.
Hubert, if you would.
Of course, Your Majesty. Let me apprise you all as to what is going on. As you know, our talons have been sunk in our little alliance problem for some time now. But now we must deal with the kingdom, which has sent an army to claim the heads of Count Rowe and any others who came over to our side. However, Rowe is seated at Arien Road, the fortress city. A citadel as hard to crack as Fort Mercius.
Ah, Arien Road. The Silver Maiden.
Seems sorta weird to call a big hulking place like that a maiden.
That's because she's as hard to get near as the purest of maidens. If you're still confused, that's your own problem.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
Our reports indicate that despite the strength of the kingdom's army, they are still struggling to take the fortress city. But, given enough time, they will. Unless we send reinforcements. Therefore, we must direct our attention to the kingdom once more.
Will this constant bouncing between the kingdom and alliance not take its toll on our soldiers?
Who said we were taking our entire force? We will depart for Garrigmok with elite troops, then collect fresh units before proceeding west. Simultaneously, I plan to have Duke Garrett summon the Western Lord soldiers and march toward the fortress city. We will join up at that point and strike at the kingdom's main force together. What say you to that?
I would say it is the ideal strategy, at least on paper.
Okay, let's keep our optimism in check here. I mean, speaking from personal experience, nothing ever turns out the way you want it to.
Should we be having concern? If the plan is good, we will find success. And the Alliance? They may attempt another one of their schemes while we're distracted.
They will not. Her Majesty is taking a measured approach to resolving matters with Leicester. Count Burgleys is worn as thin as they are. We will have him set up camp at the Great Bridge and continue negotiations from there. To our advantage, Gloucester's new Count Lawrence has decided to join the Empire. Additionally, the daughters of Houses Ordelia and Edmund have been given leave to fight by our side. Besides, from what I hear, the Round Table is too busy chewing itself apart to start any more trouble.
That leaves only the Knights of Saros to contend with. The Minister of Religious Affairs will handle them.
My father? But he's not capable of facing the Knights?
I let the Ashen Demon outmaneuver me in the last battle. But that won't happen again.
Scarlet Blaze. The Maiden's Peril. When he learns of the Empire's struggle, Dmitri decides the time is right to strike. He moves swiftly to drive the Empire out, toppling one unfaithful Western Lord after another. Finally, he descends on Arien Road, seat of Count Rowe, the first Lord to betray him. Thus does Edelgard's army begin another grueling march to rescue a different Count.
We've been here before. But we were in such a rush to rescue Lonato that we never got more than a glimpse of Aryan Road. Can't really appreciate the scale that quick. And now we're back to bail it out.
If only Claude hadn't hatched his futile scheme. We could have avoided all these needless battles and saved countless lives.
Yet, in a more positive light, he handed us the perfect opportunity to show that not even the Alliance and Kingdom together can match the Empire's strength. Once we crush the army of Fargus, our superiority will be clear for all to see.
And will that actually result in fewer casualties going forward? Because that is what would put Her Majesty's heart at ease.
I will make no guarantees for matters beyond our control. So long as fanatics are willing to die for the Central Church, casualties are inevitable.
We broke the Alliance's siege, and we can break the Kingdom's too.
We're lucky it's a stronghold like Aryan Road that's under siege. It shouldn't be half the nail-biter we had to deal with last time.
Yes, but last time Count Burgleys was in command. For all we know, Count Rowe will break like a twig and surrender the moment he hears the first soldier crest the hill.
As I see it, we have two options. We can take a direct path for Aryan Road, or we can wait until we scatter the Kingdom troops that are fanned out in the north. It is a most vexing decision.
As a professional at staying holed up, I think we should secure the perimeter first and get rid of as much danger as we possibly can.
Time is important. We should be striking fast and hard.
War doesn't wait. We should free the city while we still have the chance.
Let's keep both options open and see how the situation unfolds. General Randolph.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I commend you for holding Aryan Road with what few soldiers you had.
Thank you, Your Majesty. But I am unworthy of such praise when I failed to prevent the siege. Coordination with Count Rowe proved difficult. It was all I could do merely to keep the enemy in check.
That alone is commendable. The more foolish man would have rushed to glory and gotten himself and his underlings killed in the process.
I have a key role for you in the coming rescue, General. I know you are up to the task.
Of course, Your Majesty.
My brother and I will give our all.
Very good. But do not let your eagerness for victory come at the cost of lives. We have many more battles ahead and must conduct ourselves accordingly.
Hey there, Edelgard.
Leafing through documents, are we? This is new.
Yeah, completely out of character, I know. But one of these reports has been stuck in my mind. Back when Count Rowe declared fealty to the Empire, other lords committed to doing the same, right? But the moment we left and the Kingdom army marched south, they fell right back in line. It's like they never betrayed Fargus in the first place.
Good memory. That's exactly what happened. Houses Elidor and Duval both made overtures to join the Empire.
So why is the Kingdom welcoming them back without so much as a wrist slap? Is this another House Gloucester thing where the politics demand it? Seems like their importance as noble families outstrips the fact that they're all two-faced liars.
Politics are doubtless involved, but the heads of houses can change, as they did with Gloucester. We're not bound to place importance on any one individual, only the bloodline.
So the Kingdom's aristocracy gets the same free pass as the Alliance's?
Yes, and the Empire's as well, even though I do my best to treat everyone equally. I cannot afford to slight a minister's house, for example. They broke fealty to the former Prime Minister when they swore it to me. Would you call that treachery? What makes it different from the actions of Count Gloucester?
You can't blame someone for switching sides when they're outnumbered. Do you think they're just gonna lay down and die?
That's part of it. I think what matters is why they had the change of heart. Was it for land? For status? To exact revenge or seize glory? Because I view a betrayal for any of those reasons to be utterly worthless.
Yeah, money and vengeance are pretty shallow motives. Though, that's why I'm here.
I'm not talking about mercenaries. I'm talking about lords. Each of their decisions has the ability to upend the lives of thousands, if not more. Only a person with the character to realize that is truly fit to lead.
I've worked for plenty of nobles in my time. Until now, I couldn't have cared less what it means to actually be one. But then you gave me responsibility over all these soldiers, and it... Well, I guess I'm starting to see the world in a different way. And the people who live in it, too.
I see.
I admit your grand designs sail clear over my head sometimes. Most of the time, actually. But that's why I stand by you. I feel like one of these days, something important's gonna rub off on me.
And I feel the same. You've opened my eyes to all manner of things I might never have seen otherwise. You are a commoner without the fetters of a family name, wielding your sword directly for me. That's more valuable than you may realize.